everybody, welcome to the Praise Project with your host, Tommy McGuffey, y'all. I'm here with my special guest co-host for the month of April, Miss Coni Hookfin.
Hey, Dayton and surrounding communities, how are you?
We are just excited, y'all. This is the first show, and we are kicking it off strong. If you're listening to 97.9 WGJM, Praise FM radio, y'all. If you're not able to always tune in, you can always go online onto www.gospeljams.net and tune in and stream our show, y'all. So this is really exciting for me. I am just so grateful and I'm thankful to God just for this new ministry opportunity. It's really just exciting. The Lord is really just showing himself really mighty at this time in my life, and I'm wanting to utilize my platforms to help out other people, highlight artists and ministry leaders and music leaders here in surrounding areas as well. So me and Coni, we have a couple things that we are going to talk about. As you all may or may not know, I've had my first initial book release, and I was so excited, y'all. We are going to be joined by a special guest a little later on, Professor Will Harris. He was one of our panelists actually for my book release last weekend. So this is going to be so exciting, and he's going to share about what he's doing in his own music ministry, where he's doing in his church, and some of the projects and things that he also has kind of going on. So Coni, it was really cool at the book release just seeing all of the people who really wanted to learn. I think that's one of the things that was really cool about it, is to see people who were really, really interested in learning more about music ministry. How did you feel just kind of being up there,
Well, you gave us an opportunity to learn about music historically, from the 1500s, you brought it all the way up to 2017, and I think that really gave everyone an opportunity who was there. We have several different segments of age groups, different demographics, but it gave everybody an opportunity to learn something about music, whether they wanted to learn about it from a musician's aspect or a singer's aspect, or just wanted to, know more knowledge historically.
Right. So as you all may or may not know, if you have my book, Coni was my moderator as well as the chief editor of my book for me, y'all. So she knows just as much as I know about my own writing, if not more than I do. Because sometimes I'm like, did I say that? I forgot about that. But, it was just really cool. We had an opportunity to talk about music through the years as we looked at the evolution of music from the spirituals and slave songs into the hymns, into the gospel movement, and into praise and worship, into gospel rap. And it was just really wonderful, because I know we stayed on the hymnal section for a while. We were talking about hymns. We were talking about the blue hymnal and the red one and the green one. I mean, that conversation got mighty, didn't it?
Yes, and then the unexpected hymn solos that we had was just amazing. It set the room on fire.
Right. I was just so shocked. I said, Tanya Baker is in here laying it down. She laid down some great knowledge, y'all. If you were not there,
she's in a lane all by herself anyway, so you never know what to expect with her, but you just always know it'll be good.
Listen, just the nuggets that she was laying down, even from the wisdom of Minister Devontae Powell. He was so young in age, but yet had so much wisdom that he was really sharing with us on that day. So it was just great. It was just wonderful. It was just awesome. Like, I'm still just in awe of that day, y'all. So.
Well, I think that the panel was tremendous. There are so many different words that I can use to describe each one of these, musical giants and, just people who had just a wealth of knowledge and who were well versed in their topics. You asked a variety of questions, and they were really able to come in and give some substantial information, not only to help one another, but also to really engage the crowd from whatever level they were, whether they were just a choir director, whether choir member, for just one who's just interested in music. It was just a well-rounded panel. It was a great assembly of people that you really put together this time, and I'm really hoping that we'll be able to do another one of these sessions, and you'll be able to even expand the panel even greater, or just bring the same people back and have even a different crowd who will be able to partake of their knowledge and great information.
Well, y'all, we are going to take a break real quick, and we'll be right back, y'all. This is Tommy McGuffey on The Praise Project with my special guest co-host, Coni Hookfin, y'all.
Hey.
What seems impossible, yeah, I promise you that he will never let you go now. That's why I love him with all of my heart and soul, yeah. When I am low, so glad to know I can go to God in prayer. Us to do. Hey, he's gonna work it out for you. Yeah, yeah. God will never ever fail, no. Oh no, he won't. And in the end, he will prevail. When I am low, so glad to know that when I need him, I can go.
Hey there, everybody. This is Tommy McGuffey. I'm back on the Praise Project on 97.9, here with my special guest, Miss Coni Hookfin, y'all.
Hey.
So, me and Coni, we were talking on the break about a few different things, and so we wanted to also bring this up to you all. So, I was talking to Coni about our service, how we should be serving in our churches, in our local assemblies, and how people are kind of so quick to want to go to the nations. You know, I have heard that terms used so loosely so many times. And the thing is, if you all are trying to go to the nations, who's going to serve our local assembly? You know, and I think that that's something that we really do not think about sometimes. You know, I believe that the Lord can enlarge our territory and it not be at the expense of us going to the nations, but we can really do a lot here in our local areas. I'm really passionate about my city and I love my city, and I'm glad that I'm having some of the opportunities that I have in order to pour back into my community. You know, I believe in serving in my own church. I believe in being a member of my church, you know, and trying to give where I can, whether it's through my tithes and my offerings, whether it's through my service, whether it's through pastor calls you and he needs a favor or he needs you to do something. You know, I think that we all should be kind of doing those things, you know, really just serving and not so quick to want to go to the nations, so to speak. And it's not to bash anybody at all. I'm just speaking from my own stance and my own opinion, you know.
I think it makes a difference for musicians and artists, people like that, who are paid versus those who are not. Sometimes you get kind of worn out because it is a sacrifice. Often a thank you doesn't seem like it's quite enough, and often singers and the like, they don't even get a thank you from Sunday to Sunday or from worship service to worship service, but they're expected to be there and be on time and be prepared and learn the music and be professional and not talk and not be on the phone and not eat. It's a lot of expectation, but it doesn't seem like the reward comes behind it. So you really have to be focused on what it is that you're doing. Are you doing it for the pastor? Are you doing it for yourself just to gain experience? Or are you really doing it with a committed heart towards God? And I think when you really commit towards God, He will make sure that you get paid. It says whatever's right, God will pay you. And it may not be in money, but it may be in favor or promotion or something like that. So it's just about staying focused. I've had my own personal experiences of if I can be transparent right here, of feeling like, wow, the musician gets paid, but what about the singers, who are
exactly
required to be here on Sundays or whatever days that you might have worship services, and sometimes it gets kind of old. It gets, it's like the musician can play all day, but if nobody's singing out there, it can still be kind of dead. So,
well, hey, I'm just in favor.
Having those experiences, I've had those, what they call holy handshakes, where someone would come up to me and shake my hand and put money in it and just say, thank you for being a blessing, that kind of thing. So, and that experience has happened more than once, twice, or 3 times. So
right.
I'm just a witness that when your heart is in the right place and you're really trying to give your gifts back to God, because it is a gift. All of our gifts, all of the musicianship that we have is a gift from God. So we get that back for Him. He always gives back to us as well.
Well, yes, and I totally agree with you. I mean, because I am in favor of paying the singers, but that's a different subject matter, and we don't want to make anybody upset about that. It's time. It's kind of time out for paying people with the chicken dinner or the walking tacos, and that's not against anybody.
You said the walking tacos.
But yeah, well, everybody, we are going to be back. We are going to take a break real quick, and we will be right back with our special guest artist, y'all, Will Harris. So this is Tommy McGuffey on the Praise Project with my co-host, Coni Hookfin, y'all.
Hey, it's Coni.
Without the Lord, do me a favor and clap your hand when you say it right here. Come on, say it. Where would I be? Without the Lord. Where would I be without His love? Where would I be without His love? Say, where would I be? Without the Lord? Where would I be without His grace? Let's tell him one more time right here. Come on. He saves me. He saves me. And He keeps me. He keeps me. The Lord got me walking in total victory. I don't know where I'd be without the Lord. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous can run therein and be safe. How many times has God protected you? Even while you were outside of His will, He's given you His grace, extended you His mercy, and granted you His favor. I don't know about you, but I would be lost without Jesus. I'd be lost without Jesus. I'd be lost without Him. I'd be lost without Him. Just like a ship without a sail. I'd be lost without Jesus. I'd be lost without Him. I'd be lost without Him. I'd be lost without Him.
All right, so now we have our special guest artist today. His name is Will Harris. He hails out of North Carolina.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Dr. Will Harris, how are you today?
Hey, Will, we are just so happy to have you with us on today. Man, like, I just saw you last weekend, man, and I want to say thank you for coming to my book release and for being a part of the panel, man.
You are so very welcome, Tommy. I'm still on a high from it. It was amazing, great information. I tell you, everybody, make sure you get Tommy's book, The Call. I mean, it has amazing nuggets of wisdom to anybody working in ministry at any level and any capacity. I promise you it's going to bless your life. So make sure you get that book. And Tommy, thank you so much for having me. I enjoyed every moment.
So, Dr. Harris, why don't you tell everybody where you're located?
So I am originally from the great state of Mississippi, but I now reside here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. I serve in full-time ministry at Lewis Chapel Baptist Church, and I'm also a recording artist. I have a group, Will Harris and Friends, and we have a new project out titled A Songwriter's Journal.
Wow, man, that's awesome.
Yes, sir.
So, how long have you been doing music?
So, Tommy, I've been, I started off playing in church at a very early age, and actually took the role as minister of music at about the age of 13, and just kind of have been in it ever since. I think I left church music ministry for about 3 years, and I taught in the public school system, but found my way back to church music ministry. So I've always been a part of it, and music has always been part of my life.
Now, who or what would you say are some of your inspirations and influences? You know, people that you really like, that really have a part in your music repertoire?
Wow. So I grew up in the 80s, early 90s. And so we listened to a lot of Dr. Mattie Moss Clark, the Clark sisters. In fact, my sister graduated from Rust College. Of course, I graduated from Rust as well, but she went to Rust years before I did, and she was a part of the gospel choir. And Dr. Mattie Moss Clark actually produced the gospel album, an album that Rust College Gospel Choir put out in the 90s. It was called Corey Skinner's Collegiate Voices of Faith. So I had an opportunity to see Mattie Moss Clark in action then when I was a kid, and I've just always been so inspired by her work. Other influences for me have been Kurt Carr and Richard Smallwood. I am a big stickler for merging classical with gospel with excellence, and I think those two artists do it very, very well. So those have been some of my influences over the years.
Yes, I love Richard Smallwood and Kurt Carr. Those are like, oh my gosh. Richard Smallwood, Kurt Carr, and Donald Lawrence. Listen, those are some of the best people ever. You know, it's not to dispute anybody else, but
you'll ever run across. Oh my gosh. Yeah, their music is timeless for sure.
I just want them to do a song as a trio. I want them to write a song. All three of them. They need to write one song as a collaboration, and just, it would be Donald Lawrence, Kurt Carr, and Richard Smallwood, and just write a song together, and it would just be, oh my God, it would just be dynamic.
You're right. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. But yeah, those are definitely some of my influences. I love Kurt Carr. A lot of his music reminds me of, like, sometimes when I'm listening to some of his stuff, I can definitely hear the classical training that he has, but sometimes it feels like it's a Disney movie or something, and I just love it. I just love the way he merges classical with gospel.
I know, man. Like, we just actually sang one of his songs called Psalm 150. It goes into,
love it.
Yes. Let everything that hath breath praise the Lord, and it was just a wonderful song. The orchestration.
I just rehearsed that tonight with my group here.
Listen, I tell my group, I said, y'all better be ready for this song, because just the orchestration is phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
It is.
All right, so everybody, we are going to play Will's song here. It is titled "You're Worthy." Please make sure that you go online and that you download Will Harris and Friends, and we'll be back after the selection, y'all.
God knows I've done some right, but your grace and your mercy keeps me every day. That's why today I just came to say, yes I did. I came
All right, y'all. So thank y'all for tuning back in. This is Tommy McGuffey on the Praise Project with my special guest co-host, Miss Coni Hookfin.
Hey.
And we're back with our guest artist today, Will Harris, y'all.
Thank you for having me.
So Will, tell us about a songwriter's journal, please.
Wow, a songwriter's journal is just what it is. A lot of the music that I write stems from experiences that I've had. And so we're talking about a 3-year journey of just situations that I've gone through. I Will Make It is a song based on one of the days I'd had a car accident. And
Wow.
I felt like I just couldn't take any more that particular day. And God whispered to me and says, "You will make it. Keep going." So I wrote a song that was birthed out of that situation. The World Needs Love is on this project. I wrote The World Needs Love for my youth choir. They had a concert which landed on Valentine's Day one year. And I kept looking for a song about love. And I said, well, you know what? I'm going to write one myself. And so there you have it, The World Needs Love. So all of these songs are written by me. And like I said, many of them are just birthed from situations that I've gone through in the past 3 years. This project features some of the country's greatest soloists, Michelle Prather of the Kurt Carr Singers, and also has Thomas Allen. Thomas is a countertenor opera singer, and he's also featured on Ricky Dillard's most recent project. And this project also has my sister on it, who resides currently in Columbus, Ohio. And she sings I Have Plans for You on this project. So I know it's going to be a blessing to you all, and I hope you'll get it.
Listen, I've had the opportunity to actually download the project, and I thought it was great. And when you were here and you had me to listen to the song, Miracle Worker, I mean, that song was just phenomenal. I just love the classical music in that.
Thank you so much. Miracle Worker was birthed out of the GMWA, the men's division. Walter Scrutchings, who's the chair of the men's division, needed a spiritual. And so I wrote the spiritual for the GMWA Men of Promise. So that's where Miracle Worker came from. And so I just got around to recording it on this project. So I'm so excited that you liked it, but it definitely does show the classical side of Will Harris. And of course, I brought Thomas Allen in.
Right. Well, you know, what I really love and appreciate is the fact that you decided to make sure that your project was well-rounded and diverse, you know, so I definitely want to say kudos to that.
Thank you so much.
Now, Dr. Harris, you shared with us some songs, you shared with us a word, and, you know, some advice and things that you would give, you know, aspiring musicians and leaders, ministers, and those types of things. So what do you really want us to take away from this interview today?
Wow, I want people to be inspired. I want them to be encouraged. I want them to know that God has great things in store for you. One of my favorite songs on this album is I Have Plans for You.
Yes.
Those are scriptures that I use every morning to affirm myself. I know that God has great things in store for me. And I want people to realize that just because you hit a bump in the road doesn't mean that that's the end of the world. God has great things in store for you.
Right.
And so I really want them to take that away from this project. So yeah, go and get it. Go and get it. I think you'll really enjoy it.
Now, okay, well, like I know we are close to the end of our call with you, but I just want to ask you real quick, are you working on any new music or projects that you want to share with us real quick?
I am not presently working on any new projects. I'm just kind of keeping busy and working to promote this project. My group and I will be appearing at the Rhythm of Gospel Awards in Greenville, South Carolina, June the 21st and 22nd. So that's the biggest thing that we have coming up. I've got some other things in plan, in store. In fact, I've been inspired by you from this past weekend. And so I've really, over the years, I've always wanted to write a book about raising the standard in church music ministry. And so I think I am really going to tap into my author side.
You know, everybody's looking forward to the next time. So I told him, I said, well, we'll have to do a part 2 of this, you know, and
we have to, man.
And maybe,
we have to.
And maybe go to somebody else's town or something like that too as well. So it should be really fun though. I am looking forward to it.
Welcome here, man. We'd love to have you here in Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Listen, I will hold you to that, my friend. Well, I just want to say thank you again, man, for your time today and for being a part of the Praise Project. And you know, any way that we can support, man, we definitely will.
Thank you so much, Tommy, and thank you for having me on your show.
No problem, my friend. Well, everybody, it's been real. This is Tommy McGuffey on the Praise Project, signing off. I just want to say thank you all for tuning in today and for being a part of this show and our discussion. I want to give a special thank you to my guest co-host today, Coni Hookfin.
Thank you so much. I've enjoyed this, and I'm looking forward to getting better and better each week. And thank you all for even listening.
I'm wanting to get better too each week also. And I also want to give a special thank you to our guest artist today, Will Harris. So please make sure that So please make sure that you all go out and support Will and purchase his music, Will Harris and Friends, y'all. It's available on all of the digital outlets.
Absolutely, it'll bless you.
Right. It's short. Listen, I had a chance to listen to the whole project, and it was really great. But I do want to share with you all real quick. Psalmists Unite in Springfield, Ohio, at Greater Grace Temple, under the direction of the founder of the Psalmists Unite movement, is Melissa Eppinger, who was one of my panelists over the weekend. She is hosting a worship gathering. So please make sure that you all are there. Please go and attend. It is at Greater Grace Temple in Springfield, Ohio. It is free. It is at 6 o'clock tonight. With her special guest is going to be Skylar Johnson out of Columbus, Ohio, y'all. So please make sure that y'all go and support, y'all. It's going to be really, really great. So we have some great special guests coming up here on the next few weeks, y'all. So stay tuned, and we will see you then. So once again, this is Tommy McGuffey signing off for the Praise Project.
Hey, this is Coni Hookfin. You all enjoy your evening.